quick announcement before this video begins. As of a few days ago, we achieved 3,000 watch hours overall within the last 12 months on this channel, which means we are 75% of the way there to applying for the YouTube Partner Program. I'm going to be striving towards that goal a lot more heavily now, so you might get a few more uploads per day, and some other things like that. So if you want to help out with that goal, just simply watch the videos all the way through, put them on mute or something if you really want to, it doesn't particularly matter, and just continue to be the supportive people that you have all been thus far. Thank you for everything up until this point, and in the future. Okay, enjoy the video.
Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking. Welcome back to another episode of...
I had that whole thing timed out, and then the second I start talking, like, it just ruins the whole thing. Ah, dang it. Anyways, welcome back to another episode of Gacha Review. Here we are. Take a name and drink some of my silly tea. Yeah, exactly. I definitely need some tea. Just clearly from that. Anyway, apparently this is too soon until Disco Pop's second anniversary, as we'll give both parts. Well, this might be a shorter stream for him today then. But like I said before, you know, I've got that's up, and people were asking me, "Oh, am I gonna go live today and such?" I thought, use the moment. It's not like I can't go back and watch the other one, the second anniversary anyway. Should be fine. I say quick stream, but then again, I do have two guests here today. So I have Ghosty, who I just filmed 5 Years Later with.
Yay, I'm here. I've also complained about...
Yeah, speaking of complaints, the complaints, hold on a second. Oh wait, no, I was going to say Jax wasn't here, but no, he is actually here. So Michael Kethan, I've been asked to speak with you. Why? Just why? Like what has Jax actually done? And why do you track him down into someone else's channel just to continue tormenting him? Is there any sort of gain here whatsoever? I don't personally think there is. So off you go. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
All right. Now that's sorted. Let's welcome our other guest, Aim the Best.
Okay, that was an interesting start. I don't know who this Michael guy is, but...
Doesn't matter anymore, just blocked him.
Yeah.
Woo! Don't be mean to people here. Only we're allowed to do that.
Yeah, only we bully people on this channel.
Speaking of, today's target is, of course, once again...
Today's target!
Wipeouts and Rainer fan, who is here with us today.
Yeah.
So Johnny has posted the first part of the second anniversary special for Disco Pops, and it is to do with the Coronation, which I think, from what I've seen in streams, is combining Kingdom Defenders again with Disco Pops, and I could be wrong about that. I've been asked to read the description before this starts, because that's what it says in the title. It says read description, so let's do that. It says, I know this is 6 days early, however, fear not, I will do part 2 and hopefully get that done by the 19th. Enjoy. Alright, so in that case, yeah, we'll wait till the 19th for part 2, but we'll do part 1 now. So there we go. Also don't trust who. He's gone. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's gone.
I don't need to trust him. You're not gonna see his messages anymore.
I don't need to trust. Yeah. I don't need to trust someone who doesn't exist. I have the government for that.
Yeah, but okay. So I got a genuine question though. So what happened? What actually what happened during the 5 Years Later stream? Because I thought Ghosty was gonna say something about that. Was it cringe?
No, it was actually a pretty mediocre episode.
Yeah.
It was mostly a dream sequence.
Mm-hmm.
So there was actively no point to care about it.
Apart from, I guess you could say Jenny's psyche, though, projecting that onto someone. But you know, it did seem the dream came out of nowhere. We didn't know exactly where it actually started. It was a whole thing. Yeah. All right.
So we just kept making jokes that the whole episode was a dream within a dream.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, Johnny just saying here. So before I get any comments saying this is too early, referring to the description, I imagine. Well, guess what? I haven't even started reviewing this yet, and I'm already getting those comments from Josh. So there you go.
Whee!
Yeah. Before we start, this contains slight spoilers for Disco Pop Season 4, Episodes 6 and 7. Okay. All right. I'll bear that in mind in case there's anything confusing.
Okay.
I'm sure.
Anyway, this is also something I'm gonna ask here, and I recommend. I would find some way to sort this within Disco Pops if this is important to Disco Pops. Like if this is an important event, I would find a way to either label it a part of Disco Pops or throw it in a Disco Pops playlist if it is important to Disco Pops.
Oh, I'd say at least chuck it in the playlist. Why not? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So,
I
yeah,
mean,
of course. Actually, you know what? Josh did ask on stream if this was canon or not, and Johnny did indeed confirm. So there you go. Also, let me know in the end what we want the rest of the pops to do for part 2. Oh, so that's a good point. So there is a good reason for doing this early then, so we can actually have a bit of an input. Okay, perfect. All right, playlist is in, the canon is set, and we're off to the races. So without further ado, on with the review. Feel lonely after I become queen. I mean, are we going by Elsa logic, where you just can't hear again ever? Your Highness, everything okay? Not really, Violetta. I'm just worried about Kim. Oh my goodness, I'll just deal with this quickly. Okay, so here's a question for you, Jax. If I did trust Michael, why would I have just said twice that I blocked him? Moving on. Princess, it's okay. I'm sure her friends will come from time to time. I'm blowing the volume. Okay. Are you sure? I'm 100% sure. We have this big palette, might as well use it. Ooh, knocking sound effects. Perfect. Oh, and there's Kim at the top there. Restream's blocking the view of that.
Sis, is everything okay?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, door opening sound effects.
Apparently it's pronounced as Violetta for some unknown reason. Why? I mean, if anything, the name is Spanish. Surely it should be with the Spanish version of the I, which was like an E in English, but okay. And yes, I do agree. Johnny has definitely gone leaps and bounds with the music. Although he does drop that sometimes. Weird enough, like the first part of the Kingdom Defenders thing had great music, then the second one just was complete radio silence for some reason. So, but yeah,
I mean,
when it's here, I like that.
Okay, here's my thing though. If it's gonna be radio silent, I prefer it to be radio silent if the alternative is potentially like pop music or something like that, or just random music. You know that
Okay,
I
true,
prefer it to
but
be silent if it is.
True, but true, but in the case of Johnny, that isn't the alternative because we got the alternative before we got the silence.
Jacob, might I remind you, the first episode of Lion Gate, you know, it's edited to be better now, but it used to be, you know, just violin covers of popular pop music.
I will say I prefer the violin covers rather than the actual pop music over the top of it. I don't know.
I hate music with lyrics over a scene, especially with dialogue and like people talking. Like I hate it when people are like having an actual song with lyrics most of the time, because sometimes it works, but most of the time it doesn't work.
I use them very sparingly. Like that one time that I had the amazing Fox season one-hit wonder track Circus playing in the actual scene. But normally when I do that in the music girl, actually, now I've realized that with Rustige's Pineapple Juice in season 3 as well, it's usually diegetic songs that they're like listening to in the moment, and that's why.
I mean, the one time that wasn't the case was during the Reina and Julius bits with the whole Final Fantasy music.
Yeah, that's definitely.
I think that was
that's the track that got the video claimed as well. So I definitely should have used that there.
That was the only non-diegetic musical lyrics in the Immune Crawl, I think.
I
mean,
don't know,
there
I'll
were
probably.
maybe there's other ones, but I think that's the only one I can think of.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. He didn't want the music to be distracting. Music is supposed to enhance something. It's only distracting if you choose the wrong things. If you actually have a good score and soundtrack, I mean, I don't know anyone who watches like, I don't know, like Star Wars or something. It was like, oh, you know, this is such a great space epic, but I wish that John Williams would just shut up, you know, like you don't do that.
You know, this is a good movie about love and loss. I sure hope these violins will shut up soon.
You know, I was really intimidated by Darth Vader until I heard dun 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 dun.
Like, music is meant to enhance. It could also be a tool for storytelling. Like, two characters having similar leitmotifs in their theme songs can
Yeah.
imply a connection without it having to be explicitly stated.
Yeah.
Music is
honestly,
a
they could-
powerful tool.
absolutely, which is why that's one of the first things that I point out in reviews, whether it's there or not. Usually, anyway. Anyways, if the content is boring, the music might take focus. In that case, I would say good, because the content is boring.
If the
So at least elevate it a bit.
If the content is boring, then that's not a music problem, that's a writing problem.
Yeah, and making it silent will just make the whole thing worse, because then you can only focus on the fact that it's boring, which will then take your focus away from the
your
whole
writing
thing.
is boring and there's nothing else to enjoy.
Yep. Ah, yes, music. Okay, I think everything will be. I'm just stressed about my coronation.
Honestly, I love
You
love that
sure
the
isn't
outfits
part?
on
Are you
Morgan-
sure your little sister isn't part of the problem? Dang.
Yeah, she
So,
keeps asking me to build a snowman. It's very annoying.
might I mention, I like that
Yeah.
their outfits here have more than one color.
Yeah, in fact, I would definitely say, you know, that the colors on here, they actually do have a one dominant thing, and then one that's accentuates the other, which is, I think, and
It's
also
mostly
you know,
white
plants
being used to
plants in the
accentuate
head.
it. So-
Yeah, well, on one of them, and the other one is, I think it's the pink that accentuates the white, really. But either way, also plants in the head. Emily approves. I know it's not very to Frozen. It's just the obvious joke and setup. Come on.
Yes,
It was
that
right there.
and I was gonna say the white and blue and just blonde. A simple
Mhm.
color palette, but I gotta say it's very appealing.
Yeah, it has variations and shades and everything, definitely. You might be. What's wrong? Don't forget to mention the freckles.
Oh,
okay, fine.
actually-
I'll mention the freckles. The
She
younger
does have.
princess has freckles.
Actually,
you go.
no.
You're
I
welcome.
was gonna say like the queen has freckles, and it really like brings out how pale her skin is.
I suppose. I think that is the same shade of skin for like all of them. I'm pretty sure they. So maybe the freckles are what's making her contrast with everyone else. I suppose because they are. I think they are just all the same. I'm just worried that you'll be alone in the palace after I become queen.
Like,
I mean, you're not going to move out of the palace, are you?
Don't leave her alone in the palace, then.
Yeah, just like have some time for family visits. You can say by royal decree, I declare this hang out with sister day. Like, you know, just something there. This is fine. This is fine.
I'm not gonna be lonely. I have my friends and you. Don't
Also,
worry.
this is one thing I'm going to point out. The background is bigger than all of the characters on the scene, making
That's
them
kind of-
look kind of minuscule compared to all of the shelves around them.
That is just
What
an
is
eternal
happening
Gacha problem
here?
sometimes.
Yeah, that's just a gotcha thing. It's a
Yeah,
gotcha thing.
Yeah, consistently for some reason, Luname made like a lot of the backgrounds like that size. Maybe it was maybe honestly, maybe we as a community interpreted the size was a bit that's ideal for these characters incorrectly. Maybe we're supposed to make them all like larger in general or something. It's possible.
Like,
oh, okay. So Eli helped with part of the script, and you combined photos from your iPad and iPhone. All right. Okay.
hey,
And
I
also,
texted
I've been
you.
texted on Discord. Okay, let's see. Oh, right, got it. Okay. He's doing the old let me in. There we go. We had Ghosty on standby this time, so we missed out on that opportunity. But you know, here we are. Okay. And if your friends are busy with their pop duties, I'm sure they'll still be able to join when all your friends are superheroes. Actually, you know what? That reminds me of like the series Witch, because there's a bit of a spoiler. There's like a group of 6 to start off, but there's only 5 that are chosen to be the Guardians, and that's what they are. And the other one actually turns out was actually this princess from a completely different dimension. So yeah, it very much is like princess with all your friends. I'm not saying that that's deliberate. I know I like referencing Witch whenever I can, like in season 1 of Muse and Girl.
Then I became a princess over.
Oh wait, you're saying that it was kind of like that actually, except for the fact that she was evil at first. Anyway, so there's hence why there's a black background in terms of like the iPad and iPhone thing. Okay, so that's where the aspect ratio kind of mishap happened there. I guess KaiMas doesn't have much of a control over different sizes of imports. Fair enough. Also, Jax is here.
Hi.
Hello,
Hello.
Jax.
Okay, is Jess feeling better about Bella leaving? I'm guessing that's the spoiler. I'm not going to lie. It's just that other than Sylvia... Oh, by the way, nice transition fade there. Other than Robin and Sylvia, you guys might be too emotional for me.
Like, I
Why
gotta
does this
say,
sound like...
I gotta say one thing. I'll take I'll take the phase as opposed to a rough cut from scene to scene.
That's true. I will also... I'm going to add to this. Just from this dialogue here, Johnny, is it possible... Remember that one hater that you had that complained that said that you were fake because you were too emotional sometimes? Was this scene maybe a slight jab at that person? Possibly? I don't know, just speculating. And I'm not joining the bunglers before anyone asks. That's the alternative. If people don't know, in Super Pops, the bunglers are like the main evil team. So it's just like, oh, you know what? I'm going to leave this group of superheroes. Automatically means I'm going to be a super villain, apparently, according to, you know, in everyone else's mind. So there has to have a disclaimer at the beginning. Okay.
By the way, I hate how they're called the bunglers. Well, that is exceedingly hilarious.
I haven't actually found out why that's their name there, but then again, the villain was named Dr. Kittens until like episode 7 or 8. So you know,
Dr. Kittens, leader of the bunglers.
yes, that is exactly.
That's superimposing. We should be scared of the bunglers.
I'm so glad that I now have an understanding of the source material. Makes a lot of this so much better. Oh, this was Winter's idea to have Bella leave the Pops. Okay, but the dialogue, I assume, was made by you, or maybe someone on stream, honestly. Because again, who knows? What do I think of the sad music here? It's perfectly effective. I like it. Oh, Bella, or as she was called in season 3, Wilma, has been part of the group since season 3, episode 5. Okay, all right then. I'm going to this different pop group that probably has fewer sad days than you girls. Again, are you sure this wasn't this like motivation wasn't a jab at that person? Because this seems very familiar. Which group is that? I'm joining the Jazz Pops. It's okay, Bella. We understand why, and we forgive you. You know, it's like Mrs. Dysart having to leave the Mutant Girl because the cast graduated. You can always just have the other person imprinting the same thing in your expanded universe. Just take the character and use that one. Use her.
You just gotta steal the character. You gotta steal them away. Look, you gotta.
That is what happened, by the way. I told.
You gotta find a way to continue someone else's story without, in a natural way.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like as far as I was concerned, I didn't have any other ideas for Mrs. Dysart. She was just gonna, continue doing her thing, teaching more classes, staying at the other school, of course.
Wait, what? Miss Dysart left the mutant girl? Like permanently left the mutant girl?
You do know how like graduation works, right? You go to a different school, you get different teachers. That's why she hasn't appeared. Oh, see, no, wait a minute. I was actually saying she hasn't appeared yet. No, because Aiden maybe put a flashback in the first episode, so she has actually still appeared.
No, who would do that? Okay. Who would do that? I mean,
It's okay, Bella. We understand why, and we forgive you. Watch the Jazz Pop be even more depressing now. Okay. So you're saying because one teacher of yours, I say granted, one of my maths teachers did actually move up to a different school. He didn't teach me again because I didn't take maths at that point. But I saw him around sometimes. So yeah, it does. So yes, it does happen. But you're saying because it happens to like one teacher in like, I don't know, in like 100 or something, or not even that. One in however many listed up this in the staff of your school. Just because it happens that there's that one time doesn't mean it's going to happen to every single one. But kind of a bit too convenient if Mrs. Dysart happened to be the one teacher that moved up with everyone else. So yeah, okay. My friend had the same teacher 2 years in a row. Did your friend go to the same school during those 2 years? Anyway, Pretty Designs. There we go. It's okay, Jess. You can always call me if you're feeling sad. You're leaving because you don't want to deal with their sad days anymore. So why would you then like open up the call like, oh yeah, if you're feeling sad, I can't deal with the sadness in person, but if you're feeling sad otherwise, just call me, involve me anyway. What's the point of you leaving then?
If you're feeling depressed, call me on Discord, but don't call me on Discord. But call me on Discord, but don't call me on Discord. But don't call me on Discord. I'm moving across state. I'm gonna be in a different time zone. When you're feeling sad, don't call me. Even though I'm moving like 3 states away, don't call me when you're sad. Or don't.
And yes, okay, it could have been just that feeling, but it didn't sit right with me. But oh well, she's found a new place where she is more useful as a character. So all right, Mrs. Dysart gets to flourish somewhere else.
Like often you need to do some character juggling.
Yeah, to just throw one of the juggling balls to a different person to carry on the juggling. That's how that works. Yeah. Okay, so Jess and
lovers together.
Okay, and Jess doesn't really like her friends leaving her pop group. That doesn't take away from the fact that Bella said, I can't, they probably have less sad days. You guys are sometimes too emotional for me, but also call me when you're feeling emotional and sad. They can love pizza as much as you want them to, but that doesn't take away from anything.
All
your girls are emotional. Good grief! This is like that one person trying to like instigate a breakup, but then like say like it's not you, it's me. But here's the list of things that I personally can't deal with, and all the negative traits about you. But I'm phrasing it like it's a me problem, of course. Oh God. Okay. Right. Robin and Sylvia are cool characters from the one episode of season 4. Me, Johnny, and Eli seen all of them. Cool story, bro. Like, what? Okay. Since Bella knows Jess will miss, that's why she offered that suggestion. All right. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of confusing, but I mean, at the same time, I can understand that there's, a full like 4 seasons before I get to this point in the actual Disco Pop series. But yeah, either way, it's still kind of what, as William would say. My favorite design out of these characters is Pink Girl. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough. She has a pretty appealing design. I like her bow.
Yeah, she seems like a combination of like She has a combination of like Morwenna and Nathan in some ways. Like Nathan's like hair highlights and Morwenna's like bow aesthetics. I don't know. And Jax is gone. Okay.
Amy?
Yes, yeah, I think
like...
it is. Yeah, I
yes,
think it is.
we like Amy.
Do you have any more
screen
time in development?
Well, actually, I think Amy does have a lot of screen time in development because actually Amy is the child of Nino and Alia in this universe. From what I remember.
Wait, a miraculous ladybug thing?
Yes, Miraculous is canon to this universe. To the Jazz Pops overall.
I forgot about that. Oh my.
Oh, seems that Amy is flattered. Good to know. And Jax is back. Also good.
Amy has a really...
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I was just gonna say that Amy, aside from, being pretty, has a really appealing color scheme.
Yeah. Also, this is also a looking child of them. Yes, but okay. I know you were in the last stream, but you also said like there was the other child that you said didn't look like them. So like, how did that possibly happen? This child you didn't seem unconvinced by at the time. And no, we don't have an issue with that. I mean, it's another show that I need to actually catch up on for this, but in principle,
there is an issue with it. It's just I'm shocked
nothing
by
wrong
it.
with it.
Also, apparently Power Rangers canon. I mean, I like Power Rangers, but how does a morphing grid fit in like the world of Miraculous? I mean,
it fits more with like the idea of the Pops almost, because I mean it's a similar idea, color coded heroes in disguise, battling things.
Okay, to be fair, Power Rangers are not always. They don't always have secret identities. Like a lot of the early 2000 Power Rangers stuff didn't have secret identities.
Are they still color coded and still heroes though?
They're still color coded and stuff, but they can drop secret identities sometimes.
Well, there you go.
It depends on the series.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. Pop seems more like Power Rangers. Yeah. Okay. Courtney is Jake and Gia from Megaforce's daughter. Okay.
Why Megaforce? Okay. Why Megaforce though? I mean, like Megaforce has a great concept.
See, here's the thing.
But it is terrible. Megaforce is terrible.
I haven't seen a lot of like Power Rangers or Miraculous, but Aiden has. So,
Megaforce is terrible.
So good.
I mean, they're just blunt, bad characters in that series.
Yeah, they are bad characters in that series. Why?
Why Megaforce?
Sorry,
all things. Time Force is great. I mean, Time Force, Wild Force is good. There are quite a few good series. Oh wait, I love In Space. In Space is a good series to pull from. But why Megaforce? I wouldn't. I
guess we will tell Winter. Okay, Jack says he needs to say something, so go ahead.
I just want to say I'm sorry for not being here in a couple days. It's just my Wi-Fi has been going crazy and I've been busy with school and plans for the future.
No worries about that. Happens. Happens to pretty much everyone, honestly. People just vanish and disappear sometimes. You know, that's fair. You're here now. That's what's important. All right. Don't worry. We'll find a way to make Jess happy again. You know, that kind of does prove the point a little bit, actually. You know, we'll find a way to make Jess happy again. It's like, I will never recover from this tragedy of being too emotional. And that makes me emotional. Good luck on your future endeavors. Girls. Oh wait, no, I think that is the actual. Oh wait, no, I forgot. That's the American spelling, isn't it? Bye,
Yes.
Bella, says everyone.
I like
I'll
how
check up on her.
all of the girls in the background
Oh,
are just standing
texting.
aimlessly looking at each other.
Yeah,
Oh.
texting story. Hey Jess. Hey, guess what? You crying a lot? You're still emotional?
You emotional?
Is there another spelling? Yes. It's like with the word color has a U in the British version. That's the different one.
I haven't seen texting story used in ages.
I've seen it. Well, I mean, I watch a ton of Gacha, so I see it all the time. But yeah, I was tempted to use it for puppy love actually at one point. Make sure you get your favorite food at the buffet. Okay, how about you, Amy, and Sash spend the night at the palace after the coronation? See, here's the thing. You are never going to be alone because you have the best ever sleeping venue. Like, sleepover venue. Like, that's you know, you're going to have, like, get-togethers, like, every weekend or something. Love the rhythmicness of long messages. Oh, yeah, I guess that's... Yeah, I wonder, because the texting story, does it, like, I guess if you copy-paste into it, I assume it would just, like, type it out all in, like, the same pace without having to spell everything out. Yeah, there's no hesitation here, so it just really seems like it's automatic. Alright, see you at the palace. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Like,
She'll be fine.
I gotta ask, I'm not too familiar with the pups, but is royalty just casually using modern day cell phones to text people?
Well, in the Pops universe, you know, they are in modern day, so they can do that. I mean, to be honest, they might be slightly in the future because I'm pretty sure in like one of the first episodes, there's one of them just like invents an app called Snapgram that is a combination of Snapchat and Instagram. So you're clearly in the age of innovation and technology. So I guess the royalty can do the same. Yeah.
So royalty is a thing in the modern day futuristic Pops universe.
Yes. I
At
guess
the
in this
same
reality,
time as color-coded superheroes in
I
what
guess
look like tinfoil outfits.
okay. You know what? I'm just say, maybe in this reality, the 1789 French Revolution didn't happen, so they never got rid of the monarchy, and that's the one historical change, because they must be in Paris because you know, miraculous. So always nearby in France. So,
I mean, well, keep in mind the world.
Yeah.
Miraculous superheroes exist outside of Paris. And
okay,
you know,
but I don't know. Unless Nino and Alia have moved house since then, which maybe they did, honestly, but I haven't seen confirmation of that, so I'm guessing that's where we are. Okay. Since the other day, my designs of for Plie Pop and Kitri. I wanted to make a villain. If a dark fairy character could be their psychic, that's good, but I've got no ideas. Well, we have Caraboss, aka Maleficent. Maybe there's a version of that, I guess. She wants to be a reporter. Oh yeah, and you know, we all know that the capital city of any country doesn't need any press inside of it at all. Okay. All right. Okay. We'd better get going. We have a coronation to do. Okay, Violetta. Violetta.
Violetta.
Yeah. I love this
Oh
one.
no,
Can't
again
wait
with the color-coded royals.
I mean, yeah, there was a lot of redesign going on. I was like, what is this being used for? Because I thought King of Fighters was over. But I guess, yeah, then I realized, oh yeah, they're going to be re-emerging. But now they actually have different colored trousers, actual, like, not like super bright shades to everything. I mean,
Like,
their hair is still the same, but their eyes have been altered.
like, I like that there's actual depth and tone to these designs. They actually look like, you know, princes, royalty.
Absolutely. They have
Hey, they've
evolved. That's
evolved,
correct.
lol. It's like color-coded Pokemon.
I guess, yeah. Royal Pokemon. It's starting. Citizens of Discopia. Okay, so that's where we are. So we're not in Paris, we're in Discopia, France. we are
Is this
we are gathered to
Scopia even real?
I don't think so. This is the Disco Pops series. I imagine Discopia is a made-up city/country. Citizens of Discopia, we are gathered to serve. So you know what, Maya, you were right. Nino and Alia did in fact move to a different country. It's a new republic that was like, you know, somewhere down in the somewhere down by the border, next to Andorra. Okay, we got to celebrate the crowning of your new queen. There we go, made up kingdom, exactly.
I just looked up Discopia.
Oh god,
It
what?
is
What?
it's actually a futuristic disco
Yeah.
font.
That should be what the series logo is made in. If you've, you know, unless you have one already, I haven't seen it.
I mean, is there a logo for Disco Pops?
I haven't seen one, but maybe we'll see.
I could buy Discopia as an individual style for $17
Oh wow,
on
probably not worth it then.
myfonts.com.
Hey, look, and this is not like an actual location. You just didn't realize it was. You know, that's having it be a font. That's fine. You know.
I don't think the creator of the series even realizes there's a font by that name.
Well, I mean, he does now. He just said so right here. Princess Camilla, do you swear to protect and serve all of Discopia? All 26 letters of it.
White Baron Rainer fan, I want to buy this font and send it to you. I want
There
to
you
make a
go.
logo for this series of that font. This font, I'm gonna buy it. Gonna buy it.
Actually, I would take that opportunity if I were you. She's actually a professional. All right, just stand up to all who are evil. I do solemnly swear, Mother. That
Do you
is
need
my
to see my
privilege.
portfolio?
My honor. I guess not. No, she's raised you, so I guess maybe not. Oh, you mean like the portfolio for that? Okay, yeah. No, sorry. I thought you were talking about like the coronation. I completely zoned out there.
Why would I need a portfolio? You have a cat with me. You
Portfolio
want to
for
see
Queen.
him?
Oh god. Okay.
Like the queen just
Uh.
walks up on stage and she's like, hear me, everyone. Here's my portfolio.
I guess. I am surprised that it's the mother doing this coronation and not like, you know, like an archdeacon, archbishop or some kind. I don't know. To pronounce and present to all Queen Camilla of Discopia.
You know what's kind of ironic, though? With Britain, there's like literally a Queen Camilla. Right?
There is a Queen Camilla. That's
Yeah,
very
now
true.
there's-
Yeah.
Now there's literally a Queen Camilla in real life, so you know.
Yeah, you're right. Mm. I know you'll be just fine, Camilla, and I'll always be here if you need me. Okay, Mum. You didn't think of doing a bishop? Oh, that's a shame. Oh well. As for you, Kim, I did heard that Camilla was worried about you. And I'm now going to address these personal matters and concerns in front of a crowd of people.
I just bought the
What do you mean?
font.
That's the best thing. Yeah, let's go.
Uh-huh. Oh, the woman in the yellow dress is called Diana. Oh, actually, no, we would have had a Queen Diana before Queen Camilla, so yeah.
She died.
I guess that does match too. Yeah.
She died. She's fighting.
Unfortunately.
She's fighting Queen Elizabeth in the afterlife. Obviously.
I hope they're not fighting.
There was
I
jokes
said,
going
yeah.
around.
You want to
see,
know who
okay.
they're actually fighting?
What?
Technoblade, creator of 1,000 Orphans.
Oh no.
I mean, yeah.
That does
feel
sound
like
more
I just-
plausible.
I feel like I just spawned hundreds of horrible memes. My job is
That's fine.
done.
They're all gonna be written in Discopia. Yeah, but it's okay. I got you two, my friends Alice, Violetta, and Flame, and all of the people in the room right now. Let's just say the guests. Wait, hold on. Let's just say the guests went to the buffet after the crowning.
I'm convinced I
They
went to
all
the buffet before the crowning.
No, that
It's
we
food
heard
time.
them. We heard them clap before, but then like the second afterwards, you know, there's like no ceremony was going. I think they just like all just like like plow out of the room and squeeze through the door. Oh god. Okay. I don't think I'll be lonely here, even though everyone else does. I know. How do I look out for the both of you? So I'm having Camilla pick one of the maids to be with you and treat you like a friend.
I mean,
That's how you create genuine friendship, by force. Dear Lord, okay. This is a nice mother and daughter relationship. Yes, that is. Yeah, alright.
I'm going to pick out a slave to give you, child.
Oh god.
I mean, that is a very royal thing to do. That's a. I suppose.
Here,
royal thing.
here,
And-
dear daughter,
and Flame
take
is
the
King's
royal
horse, by the way.
concubine.
That's a whole different thing.
I didn't mean to go that far. Aiden. No,
Entirely different.
entirely different. That is a 100% off the mug, my man.
No, I think
My dude, my bro, my homie.
I think giving away a concubine. Good idea. No one's gonna know what that is. I'm not gonna explain it, but you know.
Speak.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
don't look it up.
obviously Somebody knows who
Don't
it
look it up.
means.
Yes, but also don't look it up. Okay,
I
so
freaked
Battles
out
Series
my,
can speak apparently. What a yes, the animals can speak. Yeah, what a fun idea. Yes. Oh, you get the viewers' translations. That makes more sense. Yeah. Oh, also this I think it's a new person. I love the bad girls, little boys, and my tiny human. You might have come to the wrong channel then, but welcome nonetheless.
So I'm guessing the new person also loves the Gacha shipper.
I'm gonna guess so. Fair enough.
The Gacha shipper needs more of a fandom. I defend over and embrace my new overlords.
Oh please.
I, for one, embrace our new overlords.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. You know, much like
Oh.
CJ had to do, embrace his new overlords after a while. You know.
Oh
Actually, I
god.
Yeah.
No.
In case your friends have to protect the world from the bunglers. Should have been from devastation, but oh well.
The bundle
Really?
is the only threat.
Okay, just saying the whole. This is really weird forcing a friendship. Like, it's one thing to have a personal maid, maybe to look after her, like when she doesn't. But like having it be a friendship, it's not really a friendship at that point. It's like it's weird. It comes off.
by the
very
way,
weird.
yeah, it looks like this is a fan of yours as well, Jax. There you go.
Oh, I didn't know that. I never saw him comment on me before.
Well, there you go. First time for
You can
everything.
comment on me. That's fine with me, new person.
Actually, yeah, please do. Yeah, do leave comments on Jax's videos. I mean, comments help out YouTubers in general, so by all means. Is it okay if I invite Jess, Amy, and Sash over for the night? Oh, now you're asking. You've just spent out the invitations already.
Yeah.
To be fair, that is the amount of preparation that I normally have for So my best friend from Spain, Pika, he actually used to always invite himself over to my house. There was almost every week. When we got to Friday, he'd just be talking and be like, "Hey, can I come around to your house?" It's usually for a sleepover or something, and then we just go over, and my mum would know instantly what we were about to ask. A lot of times she said yes. Sometimes, we had other plans and stuff, or just wasn't a good fit because we didn't plan anything. But there you go. Very much takes me back sometimes. Okay. Hold on. Just be honest. What would you wanted to help the potential lonely problem for Kim? Well, probably for her to explore from her perspective, really, because it seems like everyone is what was I gonna say? Yeah, it seems like everyone's saying oh, she's gonna be lonely, but there's something, and then she's like, oh no, obviously I'll be fine. I've got plenty of people around. It's a massive palace, loads of folks around. It's got plenty of visitors. Yeah, I'll be okay. Whereas if it was explored from her point of view, being like, oh, I'm gonna be left alone now, suddenly that has a bit more drama to it. So there we go. Okay, my favorite Gacha shipper series is both of them. And Jax Pemble is kidnapped by giants.
Oh yeah, about that series, Jacob Butter did react to my series 2, and so has the Bad Girls Little Boys, but he only reacted to My Tiny Human episode 1.
So far, at least, anyway. I do plan to get to them all eventually, but honestly, recently it's been all about the pops. So getting requests for those.
That
Yeah.
and Bad Girl's Little Boy actively gave me brain rot.
And pneumonia, presumably. If people don't get that, it's because Ghosty spent the entire time pouring water over herself every time something abusive actually happens. So yeah.
Alright, there were two full bottles of water they used. 2 full bottles of water.
Yeah. If you're of drinking age, take a shot for every time you every time someone abuses someone else in the Bad Girls Little Boy. By episode 3, you'll be dead.
We love
right.
alcohol poisoning here.
Mm-hmm.
I want bleach poisoning.
Jess is feeling a little upset about one of our friends leaving. Of course they can join you.
Oh, she said no. And she's like, oh,
yeah, I know the maid thing is going to be your personal maid. Yeah, we got that part at least.
Like, personal maid is different than, hey, I'll hire you a friend.
It's like...
Don't be sad, I'm paying someone to be friends with you. Because I don't have confidence that you can go out and meet someone by yourself.
In fact, you know what? The last Super Pops episode that I watched was the one where Little Miss Muffet appears in it, where she actually kidnaps a bunch of the Pops, shrinks them down into a dollhouse, and they have to sing a song about how to actually be proper friends with somebody and why not to do that.
What? Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
I like that.
Yeah,
premise,
that was the lesson of the
Jesus.
episode.
But Jesus,
I'm not selling it correctly, but yeah, yeah, like it works as like the lesson for the episode. But considering that, seems kind of backwards to go back in here. But yeah,
I get it.
I
It's
wouldn't say it's
horribly
going.
wrong. Crying emojis.
It's not. I wouldn't say it's going horribly wrong. You just wanted to know like how to actually make it better. Get it more from her perspective, and don't phrase it as, rent a friend.
That is a business model that some people have taken to rent a friend.
Well, people have taken to like rental girlfriends and such, especially over in Japan.
So sorry, I just had to send you something on Discord, Jacob Butter.
Okay. Oh, right.
Honestly, just call them Jacob.
Oh, right. More images. Let's see. Yeah, it makes sense to just call me Jacob. It's not like I call you Jax Penwell every time I address you.
Yeah,
they're pretty much like small posters. I just only print them out.
Okay.
Like casual Susan.
Well, let's see. Here they are. So yeah, you've got yourself some.
That's actually my room.
You've got yourself some merch. Oh wait, actually, you've got like a whole poster like Gacha Life itself. You're dedicated. I've got to commend that.
I'm addicted to it.
Fair enough. I can see why. Wait, hold on. Rent a family is a thing in Japan as well. Oh my. Okay. All right then.
Oh, that's kind of sad though.
It is kind of sad. Yes.
Like, the main purpose we do this series is not to bully people as much as I joke about it. It's actually to give critique.
Yeah.
While also giving entertainment. It is both critique and entertainment.
Exactly, yes.
It's critique-attainment.
Yes. I'm so excited Her Majesty's choosing one of us to be the princess's friend. I guess word has spread after the coronation has happened. I wonder who she'll choose. I doubt the queen will pick me. I'm the newest of the maids. It's her. She's gonna get picked. It's her. That's the one. That's
She's beautiful and blonde, so obviously she needs to be the one on screen.
Well, no. I was gonna say because she's not confident and is new, and therefore no one's gonna assume it's gonna be her. But then it's like, well, guess what?
Child alert.
It's kind of like when Primrose Everdeen was like chosen for the Reaping in the Hunger Games, even though her name was only entered once, because like the older you are, the more times your name gets entered and stuff. It was all about the odds and stuff.
Wait.
Okay.
Rain of Francis, just you wait. So something is going to happen that subverts our expectations. Probably not.
All right. Look forward to it. Don't fret, Ruby. Aren't you and the princess the same age? I feel like that would solidify, if you want someone like similar in age to you for friends usually.
Also, her name is Ruby, but she has blue eyes.
Well, I maybe her parents chose a name before she was born. I mean, I personally used to know a Ruby with brown eyes.
I know, but nothing about her design. Like, usually coordinating colors with what they're named after is sometimes a thing that happens to give a visual indication.
I guess, but then
looking at this character,
been...
I wouldn't have guessed her name is Ruby. That caught me off guard.
I don't know. I
would give her some sort of red.
I wouldn't have guessed that. Little Mr. Eye Patch was called Ulrich, but I don't know. It just depends. The name was suggested by Josh. Again, not a bad name suggestion.
It's a good name, but I personally would have had the name correlate with part of the design at least, whether it be the eyes, the hair, or maybe like
I don't know. I think maybe we've been spoiled by like the last was like the princes and princesses of like rose red, lemon, and orange slice.
Yes, I think we have been spoiled.
Yeah, I think that's why we're expecting all the names to relate to color schemes or design choices or something, but that's not always how it works, I think.
Slice.
Yes, a little too coincidental. Exactly what I was getting at. Yes, very well put.
I mean, this whole I mean, it's
So sorry again. My Wi-Fi has been going crazy a lot. If it keeps going like this, I'm gonna have to leave stream.
I mean,
Yeah, that's fine, man.
Yeah,
That's fine, don't
I
worry
think
about it.
I'm pretty sure this has happened like every stream that you've been in, so I'm just used to like letting you back in, honestly. Except I haven't gotten the chance to meet her yet. Who knows what she'll be like? She's absolutely nice, Ruby. I'm sure you'll be fine.
No.
Are you sure she's nice? I don't want to get yelled at. Ruby, you're one of the kindest and most dedicated maids we've ever met. You're gonna get picked, aren't you? Relax. Oh, wait. Can you join so you can explain some scenes? Yeah, absolutely. I'll send you the link now. Even better. Okay.
Yeah,
by the way,
you're
how
one
many
of the
how much
newest maids, but you're a hard worker. Have we seen her before? Does she exist in more than just
No, I
this
think
one
this is her
moment?
intro scene.
If she's the newest maid, I guess we're gonna get to know her now.
She's the newest maid, but yet she's the most hardworking.
So I got a question though. How much longer is in the video so far?
We're probably like 3/4 done.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess we'll wait. I sent Johnny the link, so he should be joining sometime soon.
Okay.
Soonish.
Okay, but I do wonder where the story wants to go. Because the story is kind of feels more slice of life, but it also feels like I don't know.
Well, that's what he asked us, wasn't it? He asked us at the beginning.
Is there an idea where the story wants to go? Is the real question though, because that is important to know when you're writing a story where you want the story to eventually end up. Like, is the story going to end up being super dramatic, super calm? Then, like for example, is a death going to happen in the story? Because that may be an interesting plot twist, having someone die. And is a villain going to emerge? Let's see. Is there going to be lots of drama at the sleepover? Like I do wonder, like where this actual story is going to be going.
Well, want to know more because we've got the man himself here to explain.
Yeah. So basically, Ruby, as I mentioned before, she is a lady. So, that's kind of why she notes, Kim, or rather Camilla choosing her, and as you'll find out, I'll just give you a little story on how many days ago. It's 3. Like she literally the week of the coronation.
Yeah, again, I wonder who's going to be picked. And yes, sometimes the story is more flow based. I mean, one of my favorite writers is Akira Toriyama, so I can understand that. I guess
because I just wonder where the story is actually going. Like, what is the end goal of the story? Where is
it's
like
to try to get Kim like someone that, how do I explain this? Like someone in the palace where have conversations with, so Camilla and think that she'll be lonely. Because
okay, yeah,
like
so it is.
Yeah, because Camilla has her queen duties, her friends have her pop duties. Kind of why Camilla's thinking that Kim will be lonely because she's busy. Her friends are probably going to be busy.
Yeah, everyone seems to think Kim's going to be alone except for Kim.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh well.
Again, I was way too confusing.
Oh dear. Well, we'll make sense of them soon.
Probably something I would try to maybe do is like personally, like this is something you can't do now, but like something I would have did originally is like I would have tried introducing what's her name, Ruby beforehand before the whole
Ruby
thing. I would have shifted
like give her
did
like,
Ruby's introduction to like
introduction.
somewhat at the beginning of the episode. That way, before the idea of a maid being picked, so it's a little less obvious it's meant to be Ruby, even though.
Oh, actually, wait a minute. Yeah, make her the maid who's at the beginning talking to Camilla. Actually.
Oh, so have instead of Violetta, I should have had Ruby be Camilla get ready for the coronation.
Yeah, that probably would have been better.
Yeah, that probably would have.
Yeah, so maybe have like Ruby be established a little bit more. We get a feel for what Ruby is all about.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
All right. Ruby and Alice, could you please come to the throne room? I don't know why I'm making her sound just like my Majesty impression, but oh well.
Ruby and like,
it's okay. I believe in you both. I figure I get
it's okay. I believe in you both. Yes, Super Pops, we can't be stopped. Becca, to do a good Majesty impression, you just have to like go as British as you possibly can, and also pretend you're talking to like 5-year-olds.
I know.
Throne room.
You're a grown woman talking to a child. You need.
Yeah. Can I actually?
She's a grown woman recruiting teenagers, to be fair.
So I could get over that. Way I could get that. You wanted to see yes, Your Majesty. That way I could get that worried feeling.
Okay.
You guys.
Yeah. All right. Don't worry, Ruby. You're not in trouble. I made my decision for Kim's maid friends. Oh, is this where I like just like the multiple friends in midstream and some? Okay.
Yeah. That's
got it. Okay. So this.
So technically,
so this discrepancy is actually partly my
Ruby
fault.
Does get selected, but that's why they also call Alice. So you'll find out in
so what I
like
said
a few
was,
seconds.
Yeah. So what I said was true from a certain point of view.
But even
So
then,
which
like,
one of us?
the term "made friends" is really obtuse.
Yeah, again, I probably could have done personal maid. I mean, I guess it's too late to change all of that now because the episode's already
Jax,
out.
Jax, what on earth is happening? I just saw like the camera like zoom into you like a mirrored image and cut like to like a shot of your face. What is going on?
I don't even know, actually. It's just my Wi-Fi has been going crazy, and the rotation on my phone. It just sometimes it just like to rotate.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Actually, it's going to be both of you.
I'm too old.
And there
for
you go.
this.
Really? But I just started like 3 days ago. How can I be told that?
I'm pretty sure you'll do fine as the maid friend. I like how you two look like you're in a different line art style than me.
Yeah, a little bit actually. I don't know what... Oh no, I know. I know why. It's because the hair outlines. That's why they look like they're from like different things. I'm sure I wanted a maid that is of the same age as Kim, but is also as hardworking.
Yeah.
Ruby, you're the same age, but you're a lazy bones.
Yeah, I haven't really the age for Alice, but yeah, Ruby is indeed around the same age as I have no. You guys have any like age suggestions for Alice, or should she also be like?
Well, I mean, considering that Ruby, well, I think it was Alice who said that Ruby and Kim are around the same age, so Alice herself can't also be around the same age, otherwise she said like we are the same. So yeah,
Like, so
older.
I
I'd go
was
with
gonna
5
guess
maybe
like
to make a bigger difference. I'd say I'd go with 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or 5. The,
5 years
yeah,
later.
and also to explain the hardworking part. So they're both hard workers, and also I as you guys I posted a poll on like which maid for that for who would actually be made, and it was overwhelmingly only because she has been not involved but she's been in the most episodes. Like you see her out of the three maids, it was overwhelmingly Alice. And then you mentioned like why not just have both Ruby and Alice? That's I posted a second poll. It's like, okay, Jacob has a good point. We made friends.
Yeah,
So,
I saw
and
that poll.
everyone said
It's because you mentioned me,
yes.
so I got the notification. Yeah, you mentioned me in that poll, so I got the notification for that one. Yeah. Well, I put so yeah, the whole the question of like one friend versus two, that is that is my fault for suggesting that too late.
I mean, it's
Well. And each of you two, if you two, sorry, hon, fitted one of those qualities.
yeah. Again, already explained. So
Right. What a lovely idea, Your Majesty. Hey, sis, you ready to meet your maid friends?
yeah, again,
I mean,
absolutely.
I'm sure she's met. Well, I mean, she's met one of them before, but okay.
She's met Alice.
Maid friends.
Again, this is her. Like her met Kim before, so that's why she's nervous, because she's her prior to right now, and she probably doesn't know what the heck she's gonna ask.
Yeah, we can see the nerves here, and actually, I will say, as far as like seeing like the nerves and like the way that they both actually react, it is nice to see them in different poses as well, because that was one thing that kept on coming up in Kingdom Defenders, and it's not an issue here, it seems. At least not so far, anyway.
Hello, princess.
You must be Ruby. It's a pleasure to meet you. She's just worried you'll beat.
Yeah.
She's just
No,
worried you'll be
she
tough on
will
her,
probably be
princess.
better Alice. Look,
It's okay, Ruby. You can trust me. I'm not going to be mean to either of you.
I keep.
You're my friend. I'm not going to be mean to either of you. You're my friends. You're my friends now.
Friend means.
Since you three are going to be friends, the two of you don't have to be formal with Kim.
Yeah. Technically, yeah, that might be. I mean,
That is good to put them on equal terms at the very least. Yeah. It's good to establish. Okay, my queen. Any word on my friends? What do you mean? They're right there.
Yeah, and my friend, she's Thomas, Amy, and such.
Oh, the pops. Okay, right. Yeah.
Yeah, like the friends she invited. Believe that there are 3 girls waiting outside the palace for you.
We would have collected them, but we were summoned here. So they've been out in the cold for a few hours now. They just go to greet them, and it's like it's a Tom and Jerry routine that they were just like a block of ice. I better go greet them then. Yeah, I think you should.
Like Kim said, sis, it's gonna be okay.
Hey girls. Oh, that should have been Aiden's line. Oh, well.
Hey, Kim.
We saw the coronation on the news. Yeah. That's another thing I forgot to mention. Clearly didn't have it look like it was broadcast on the news. They did And
I mean,
no,
we did...
it is not from. It is not from the Ballroom News Network. Okay.
Well, I
It's
didn't
not-
imagine so. That's a different channel, I would have thought, because Ballroom News only covers Ballroom, from what I remember from that episode.
Exactly. So before anyone, is it from the same news as the Ballroom Hops? See, no, it is not that. I haven't made a crossover between those two yet. I might.
Yeah. Also, don't worry about the news thing, because as we all know, that everyone left the room to go to the buffet immediately after the coronation. So the camera crew just left their equipment there recording while they ate food. There we go. That's what happened.
Recording after the crowning as well. So
By the way, Raina fan, I actively bought the Discopia font.
Oh, you did?
Now I'm going to make you a logo, whether you like it or not.
No, actually, by all means, go right ahead. That might
maybe. Ghosty, I suggest watching a couple of episodes of Super Pops or maybe even Disco Pops beforehand.
Like, I've already watched Disco Pops.
Yeah, I was about to say, Ghosty, if you want to be the roles of my Gacha series, by all means, go right ahead.
Thank goodness. I need to focus on something aside from making Elric look less like Aaron. Because for some reason that's a super common comparison his design is getting, and I'm not sure why.
Yeah, honestly, I don't really see it. Maybe it's just because I guess eye patch versus mask or something, archetype of the mysterious character.
Yeah, but even then, his eye patch is for lore reason. You can see his scratches under the eye patch. I mean, okay, that's a thing for a different time at a different area of the day.
All right.
Ghost Kitty would like permission to send a photo of the designs.
All right, go on then. Go on.
Yeah,
I'll put it on screen.
Ahead, knock yourself out. Don't.
I'm sure we'll have an amazing time together at our sleepover. She's still in princess mode. She hasn't quite snapped out of it yet. Yeah, and maybe that'll help cheer Jess up. Let's go inside. Maybe some food will cheer you up, Jess. You know what? Probably.
Okay.
Oh. Weird. Marcus must have... Hold on, I'm gonna... There we go.
Before it is one of the royal chefs.
Okay. Must have had the day off. Then again, he probably had to make a lot of food for the coronation beforehand. I would have hoped he would have been on standby at least a little bit before, so he doesn't have to. You have to serve day-old food for a coronation buffet. All right. I feel like Gordon Ramsay would have an issue with that.
Oh my!
I'll see what's in the fridge.
Like I was.
Looks like there's
Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah. Mac and cheese pizza. I think that's the second mac and cheese pizza reference.
Yeah, that's her favorite pizza ring. That's Jess's favorite pizza.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure I've heard like mac and cheese pizza being mentioned somewhere in like Disco Pops in the past or something. So just like consistent thing. It's like Poopsie in my streets.
Yeah, it was first mentioned when I did like a follow up video of my friend Maddie's Sparkle Pops videos where Cassidy's biological big sisters was gonna go check up on her. We never really got to in that particular Sparkle Pops episode, so I kind of figured, I might as well give you that little bit of the episode that you probably didn't get to see, and
oh well.
Okay, I just looked up mac and cheese pizza because I was like, surely this is a thing invented for this show, right? No, it's real.
No, it's real. I've had.
Oh no, my lactose intolerant heart is beating at a mile a minute.
Which is probably a bad sign for lactose intolerant hearts. Can you sing better?
Well, okay. Who wants to be Jess? Who wants to be Jess?
I think you've been going for Jess. So,
Clashing with them.
okay, fine. You be Jess. Ghostly be Amy. I'll be Kim.
Okay,
And other
which-
girl hasn't
which
spoken yet,
one
so it
am
doesn't
I?
matter. Pink girl.
Yeah, you're Amy.
All right.
You're the just listening, like, so to explain these, she's just listing some of the things, Disco Pops episodes that really affected Jess with announcing tricks, because that's a reference to Strike Back Sag is an episode based off of my reaction when I announced tricks, which I hate to say it is a season 4 spoiler. I'm sorry if I ruined season 4 for you guys. Deeply
No,
sad.
it's okay.
I was warned
And
by
it's-
Josh beforehand there'd be a spoilers for season 4.
And
Yeah, there are always spoiler warnings.
and then obviously with Amy and then recently Bella. So
Okay, that cleared that up then.
yeah, just to clear up. Yeah. But it's okay. You know, you have a lot of and three big sisters to come for you.
Again, you're definitely not alone in the palace.
And
Oh, yeah, and hopefully
It
there
was-
won't be any bunglers to ruin our fun night together. Well, judging by the length of this,
luckily, I don't have to worry about bunglers because this is near the end of the like I said, part 2 is going to be like everybody else, the other pops, with first just figure out how the second anniversary of Disco Pops, which again,
yeah. Oh, yeah. Jackson saying he has to go, so yeah, go ahead and say bye to everyone.
yeah.
Bye,
Bye,
everyone.
Jax.
Right.
See
Bye.
ya, Jax.
Bye, everyone.
We're
Have a
actually
good
almost done
evening.
here. We're actually almost done here. We've got to like the end. It's about to happen sometime right now. There won't be any bunglers to ruin our fun night together. It cuts to Disruptor outside, being like, I have managed to find the royal palace, which means I can destroy the Super Pops and topple down the monarchy at the
I'm gonna be
same
perfectly
time.
honest, if I decide to brain disrupt, I would probably be like a noob on his design.
God, please bring Disruptor, and he is my favorite so far in the series.
Also,
I mean, they're the original bungler that I put in, so I don't know. Actually, maybe I'll post up if I should bring some of the classic other class out there, like you said, or bring back Misfortune, because it's part of Kim's backstory on how she became a disco pop.
Maybe Misfortune is like singing in like one of the bands or something. She like takes the place of one of the musicians that they've hired for the coronation.
That would, I'm pretty sure Misfortune wouldn't even make it past the guards to be.
Well, that's where Disruptor comes in. He disrupts their attention. You see, it's all carefully planned out.
Yes, I would hope there's a carefully thought out plan by an evil team called the Bunglers.
You'd be surprised sometimes, and yet not so surprised others. It depends on the episode.
Okay. Yeah.
Part 2 of the other pops coming soon. Okay, all right then.
Yeah. So
So
that anyone in the chat or for you three understand what the others should do?
Mm.
yeah, it depends on, I guess, like what their general activities seem to be. Although, to be honest, considering that would they be celebrating the anniversary themselves or just?
Also, like they would be, yeah, they would be. Like I celebrate year anniversary with like how each of the pops came to be.
That's
like
quite a lot of.
Yeah,
that's gonna be quite an extensive part 2 you've got there.
And Anna at the time was one of Jess's sisters, based off of an Anna that I met during camp, and I also included her sister in as well. So for you older Disco Pass fans, or rather for you Discover Channel, or rather when you first discover, when you do a stream to react, like how they came to be, like the beginning, just to let you know about, like she's gonna start out as just as a friend to the Pops, then eventually just as big sister in the Halloween episode that I did too.
Oh, if this is all like mentioned, it's already aired and stuff. We'll find out eventually anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no need to like retread old ground for the anniversary necessarily.
Hold
on. Oh.
I don't think it is because I don't think I did decide it was with the ballroom pops. I think I just decided not really sure. I think I have no idea why. But yeah, we should have put him out just saying it. Dang it. That might be a good character suggestion though for part 2. I'll definitely.
Yeah, again, she could have been in the crowd. She waves a wand, gets her buffet food to go, and then leaves back to do other stuff. There we go.
Yeah.
Or just like brings back a selection of food for the pops that like didn't make it or something to the ceremony, and it's like here's some of the food, then just like it plops in front of them or something.
Or maybe she could have her new friends help her bring it over.
Yeah, then one of them just goes, "Oh, this food seems kind of stale and reheated." Oh yes, the chef had the day off, you see, so it actually was made yesterday. Keeping all of it connected. So yeah, but if you wanted to, like, you asked at the beginning of the stream if we could think of like any ideas for how to actually carry this on. If you want to go into like the origins of the pops that we don't know already, that could be.
So the episode where Robin and Sylvia, I did add a little backstory on that episode.
Oh, so in that case, yeah, in that case, we wouldn't
do them in plus an original celebration. Like that would just feel like I'm repeating myself, actually. Even though
I guess
clearly am repeating myself with the sleepover thing. I'm going overboard with sleepovers at at the palace.
Yeah, I guess. Well, again, you have a location. Why wouldn't they use it multiple times? Yeah. But I guess yeah, it would be. I imagine it'd be a bit of a bittersweet celebration, just because if Bella has only like left recently, then having so that she wouldn't make it to she wouldn't have made it to the second anniversary, so that'd be kind of a bit of a little bit
Yeah.
of a dampener on the
Funny
mood,
that
possibly.
I have been thinking maybe I told Eli, the creator, I may one idea I'm thinking is having the rest of them pops in the celebration, because you know I did have Bella join the jazz pops, and it is true they did have a rather little to none episodes of sad, so the Bella wasn't.
I mean, if you, I was gonna say, if you did want to bring it back for the celebration, it would be kind of funny if they're just like it's not the same without Bella here to celebrate with us or something. Then the door goes,
Yeah,
Bella,
yeah,
there you are. Then the jazz pops are there as well.
when I was, or rather when Jess was seeing the Bella after she was joining the jazz pops, and this was in Meeker's IG chat, like Winter thought that Winter is that girl that you were mentioning during the flashback thing, that Jess was making Bella feel bad about it, which is not true. Okay,
I mean, Bella's making like everyone feel bad about feeling bad in general.
Like, it was just more like Jess was just you kind of missed that, or rather missed us, or let me just.
Okay, that just happened. Sweet jeez. Okay, right. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to mute your audio just for a little bit, or like just turn you down. There you go. I'll put you at volume 8, so it's not as bad. Oh, there we go. All right. Right. Okay, I'll bring you back up.
Sorry if I'm too loud.
It wasn't that you were too loud. It's just there was like whatever that noise was that was coming from your recalibrated webcam.
The rest of my family.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't like.
No, it
that noise
sounds
was
like
not
your
human.
mic
No.
kind of stalled when speaking and was stuck on one syllable and just kept repeating it.
Okay.
Yes, I just like put you on like volume 8 for a bit. Okay.
Also, good night, Ghost Kitty.
Yeah, good night. Okay. So yeah, so as far as actual ideas go, it could just be that there's a party somewhere, possibly on Majesty's spaceship, because makes sense. You know, they can do what they want there. Have some actual pop numbers in there because, you know, why not? Or at least them dancing to something. I mean, why not? You know, if you're a dance fan, might as well for their celebration.
Right, and even then, you could do the, you know, cheesy thing of, oh, there's secretly a villain infiltrating the Coronation. Oh no.
That's another option. Once they bring like everyone to the final parts.
Like a reference to when Electra Pop was having her I don't remember how exactly they named that ceremony where aka Electra was reinstallated the kingdom she's from.
I don't know, but I haven't. I'm still on like episode 8 or 9, so I don't know about that yet. I don't think Ghosty does either. But if you want that to be a reference in the actual video, if you know what you're talking about, then roll with that. Why not?
Yeah.
But yeah, having the bungalows to like disrupt, it seems like an obvious setup there, being like, oh yeah, the bungalows are going to try something at least. And it would be an excuse for all the other pops to arrive in the palace despite not having been invited if they were on duty. And then they get back to celebration. They just have they continue to party it up with Majesty and whoever else is up there. I forget.
Cheshire
There we go.
and Celeste.
Okay. I think that should be good. And then just obviously it's up to you, like what stuff they do during their celebrations or something. Maybe they have a good old truth or dare or something like that. I don't know.
That actually sounds pretty good. Do it.
Yeah, or Never Have I Ever as well. It's another classic. Okay. Also, I got a request. I guess this is for me, really. Can I do a review of Adam Code Purple episode 78 on Friday? Let's bring that series back before part 2 comes out on Monday. I don't know if it'll be on Friday, but I can definitely within the week somewhere.
Please, no. I just got done with Bad Girl's Little Boy. I don't want to be pulled back into Adam Code
Ghosty.
Purple.
Ghosty, I know that it doesn't seem like it, but Bad Girls Little Boy was like a month ago. I know the
It doesn't
wound.
seem
I know the
like
wound still feels fresh, but I assure you, it isn't.
It's so bad. Why is it so bad?
We need to plow. We need to power through. Okay.
We need to plow through it.
As for obviously, as for this, I'll try and remember that this episode is coming out. So, that part 2 of this will come out on Monday. But obviously, in between that,
That is my hope that I get it done by Monday.
Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, well, best of luck to you for that.
Good
We'll
luck.
see you in about a week's time, maybe. As for everyone else,
Maybe.
thank you for watching this, especially if you watched all the way through, like I said at the beginning. And I guess actually, you know what? I'll start doing like I was gonna say, should I start doing like a comment or something? Oh yes. Oh yes. If you made it all the way through, comment down below. Chef's day off. There we go. That's the sign. So.
Or maybe let's do hashtag Disco Pops 2 years.
Okay, fine. All that. Whatever. Sure. Okay.
Whichever one.
Okay. So yeah, please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. And subscribe if you've done so already. Subscribe to Aiden, Ghosty, and of course, Fan 14, whose original video of this is actually in the description, so be able to find him easily. But then again, these two also have just their usernames. So yeah, fair enough. And on that note, until next time, farewell.